How you doing today? I'm FrankieG, the Cooking Cowboy. So it's been a couple of weeks since the holidays have passed. Everything's getting back to normal. But one thing I do have left over from the holidays is this spiral sliced ham. So I wanted to get that done today. So this is a very simple recipe. All I'm going to be doing is wrapping it in tinfoil and sticking it in the Ninja Foodi 10-in-1 air fryer oven. So I'm going to be setting the oven at 275 and I'm going to go 12 to 15 minutes per pound. Now this is a 10.5 pound ham. So I'm going to be in there about 2.5 hours. So let's get that started. And also I'm going to be checking out a new kitchen tool. This is a Maverick HD32, which is a wireless remote cooking thermometer. I'm going to be taking this out, unboxing it, and seeing how it works. So let's get that started first so we can get this ball rolling. So what do we got here? We have a separate transmitter, which is here, and we also have the remote receiver, which is here. So don't forget, the first thing you want to do is to peel the label off. Don't forget that. Also on this one, peel the label off. So it also comes with this probe. So let's see if we can get this thing going. First, let's get this off. Now you know why I can't figure out a Rubik's Cube. So the first things we want to do is we want to put in the batteries. It does come with 4 AAA batteries. Put this one in this way, and put this one in this way. Get in the hole. Get that on. Now if it's on, you want to shut it off. You need to start with both of them off. Take that out of the way for a second. Get these batteries, put it in the receiver. Okay, for editors. Put this back on, and we want to shut this off. So the directions here, which come in multiple languages. I'm going to try English. It says here to open the battery compartment of the receiver and insert the 2 AAA batteries. Done. What's next? Open the battery compartment of the transmitter, insert 2 AAA batteries. Done. If either piece is on, turn them off. They've been turned off. Plug the stainless steel probe sensor into the S socket or into the socket S of the transmitter. Push in fully. Be sure the plug tip is not wet and fully inserted. Be sure the plug tip is not wet and fully inserted. So this is the transmitter. They want us to plug it in here. Make sure it's all the way in, just like that. And next, turn the transmitter on by pressing the power button for 2 seconds. So we want to turn this on for 2 seconds. Okay, that's on. Then within 30 seconds, turn the receiver on by pressing and holding the power button for 2 seconds. So I guess they're set. Let's see. Okay, so now I've got them set. See, this goes into the meat, and this can go anywhere you want. That's the beauty of it. Well, this is going to come in handy in the summer or any time that you're cooking on the grill. So let's get this ball rolling. First thing I want to do is place the probe into the meat. That looks good right there. So the next thing we're going to do is going to wrap it in tin foil. I'm using heavy duty tin foil. So now it's been wrapped up. So now we're going to get this and we're going to put it in the oven. And we're going to set it for 275 degrees on bake. And we're just going to let it go for a little while. Let's get that done. I'm going to switch the function to bake. And we're going to set that down to temp to 275. Well, where are you going, kiddo? 275. And we're going to set that time up for, let's go with so far with 2 hours. 2 hours and 5 minutes. 2 hours. We could actually start it now. So it's going to go through a preheat, but I'm not really worried about it that much. I'm just going to get this baby in there. Let's lay the transmitter down here like this. Let's get this baby in here. So now we have this remote receiver and it's set for 145 is what we set it for. It's actually on 145. So we can also, oh, by the way, now we're going to switch it from meat, no, ground beef, ground poultry, beef, veal, chicken, pork. So you could switch it to a whole bunch of functions. Let's see what it says on the box. We have programmed for 9 kinds of meat: ground beef, ground poultry, beef, veal, chicken, pork, poultry, lamb, and fish. Also on the back, well, baby's ready, it's all preheated. Also on the back it shows you that when it begins to cook it's going to flash blue, which it's actually just did. It just flashed blue right there, see? And when it gets almost ready it's going to start to flash green, and when it's ready it's going to flash red. So we're just going to let this baby go till it gets to about 135 degrees. It's 38 degrees in there now. And when it gets to about 135, we're going to take it out and we're going to glaze it. Now I'm not using the packet that came with it. I'm making my own glaze. So in a little while I'm going to show you how to do that. And then at the very end, when we take it out and it's 145 degrees, I'm going to make a ham gravy with the drippings. That's going to be special. And also I'm going to be making a head of cabbage. I'm going to be just boiling that in water because I like to have cabbage with the ham. So alright, so I'm going to see you in a couple hours when this baby gets close to temp. I'll see you later. Okay, so we're back. So it's been in a little over an hour. The temperature has risen from 38 to 62 degrees. So I'm also going to be boiling some cabbage on the side because they like to go with the ham and the cabbage. So what we'd like to do here is we'd like to take this cabbage, slice it down the middle, slice it in half. I like to leave the core in for now so it stays together. We can always take it apart at the end. Now we're going to take it, we're going to put it over here in a pot of water. That's covered. When I say it's covered, I mean the water's covered. We're going to start it up. And that's it. Now we're going to let this cook. This is going to need about an hour, and you cook it till it's fork tender. In other words, till a fork goes in and out real easy. So I'm going to check on it in about 45 minutes. I'll see you then. Okay, it's been about 2.5, almost 3 hours it's been cooking. We got an internal temperature of 124 degrees. So now I want to get the glaze that I'm going to be putting on it started. What you want to do is you want to melt 2 sticks of butter. So let's get that going. Give that a little bit of a stir. I'm just helping it along. Okay, the butter's melted. So next, what we want to do is we want to add a ½ cup of brown sugar and a ¼ cup of honey. Break that up a little. That's good enough. So we want to stir this together. I like to keep mixing as I go, so let's give that a little taste. That is good. Okay, so you want to remove it from the heat. So now that we've got that put together, we want to get our meat out of the oven and get it glazed. Let's get that done. It's looking good. Let's bring the glaze over here. Just gonna pour it right on it. Try to get some in between the spirals. Put this over here. Just cover it back up. Get it back in there. So now it's back in the oven, and now we're just going to let it cook until it gets to 145 degrees internal temperature, and then we're going to take it out. I have some mashed potatoes on the side, which my wife already made, and then we got some cabbage as well. So we're gonna have some ham, cabbage, and mashed potatoes in a little bit. I'll see you then. Okay, these guys been cooking for hours. I set the temperature for 145. It's at 140. It's close enough. It's a cooked ham. So I'm getting it out of there. Gonna bring it out a little bit. Get this tin foil up the top. Get the probe out of there. Bring this baby over here. Let's get it out of the pan. Onto the cutting board. Okay, we've got it out of the pan. Now what we want to do is we want to take this pan, put it in the pot, and then add some water and some cornstarch, and that's going to be the gravy. Take some cornstarch, add it a ¼ cup of cornstarch to 3/4 cup of water. Let's get it all in there. Throw that in the sink. Pick up my fork. Mix that cornstarch in that water. Put this over some meat. Low heat. Add this slurry in there. And we're going to let that thicken up. All right, we got the gravy part done. Looking beautiful. Let's get a little taste of that. Wow, it's pretty good. Wow. Let's bring it over here. Get out some of the good paper. Let's get a slice off it. This side came out a little toasty. This side is beautiful. Get a piece on the plate. Let's give that a cut. Let's get a little gravy. Gravy looks good. Let's get a taste of that. Wow. That is so good. The meat is flavorful. The gravy is out of this world. Unbelievable. It came out perfect. Remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. Until next time, this is FrankieG, the Cooking Cowboy, signing off. I'll see you next time. Sayonara. Oh, so good.